for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football, and then swatting.
He's going to throw deep right side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes they use the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, what a break. Great job, Paul.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree with Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A strike downfield. And is slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The expressway is wide open.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal. Fires and picked off. Past the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown time. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This one's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. It's caught. It's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Still looking on the move. Caught on the outside, it's Haynes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
And here comes the offense on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make the
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback will audible. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Wide open downfield. Afterburners coming. Inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To throw, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Hey, defense just got given a gift. They'll take that all day. You want to keep backpedaling as a QB? We'll keep pursuing you, and we'll sack you, and we'll force you almost out of field goal range.
Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT. Here
comes that Alabama offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Hands it off. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this isn't.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give is to Miller. Discards a man. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Running behind that left side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown tie. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the point after is good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back to pass, it's Sanders. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That is not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Might as well give it to him again. Ran through the cut. He smashes his way through again. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Gators want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Gators are on the move. Fires left. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the quarterback is snowed under. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey. Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated too on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You got to run the football effectively if you're going to run play action.
Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. And most
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum.
Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gator.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it back. And now the ball is knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying play action. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, wants to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Gators in the hurry up. The give to the single back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wallace. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, 4-down territory. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds a crease at the 20. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Wants to throw. It's Allard. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off down here on offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but setting up in a goal-to-go situation, this is as good as it gets for this offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Unloads it left. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it back. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Going up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll go to the ground. Bullnose ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Checks it down to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gators are in the hurry up. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, looking again to throw. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pressure coming. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The handoff to Johnson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 56, Penn State.
Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's looking deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Gator! The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with...
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up, do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And he puts through the extra point. There to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it back looking for help. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Throws for the tight end. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Running to Green. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He uncorks one deep. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Florida! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
course, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Florida 70, Penn State 14.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. Looking deep down the right side. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Fires one high and deep. And he holds it in at the 25. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
77, Penn State 20.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back.